Hi everybody, my name is Dr. Satish Chandra Dinakar, Managing Director of Investor Success and developer of I2S software program. In this presentation, I'll be taking you through the various features that the I2S software provides. I'm glad to be presenting to you today the new I2S IntraGain Equifuture software. IntraGain Equifuture is our latest innovative product targeted for technical and non-technical traders to trade in equity and future market segments. IntraGain Equifuture is the next generation, the state-of-art software for all-day traders. IntraGain Equifuture is a non-charting software essentially for those interested in making a career as intraday trader. The system follows a safety-first strategy, and the objective is to generate consistent profit without being speculative. The main purpose behind designing this software is that a trader spends a lot of time on the analysis of chart and kind of loses focus on trading. But our IntraGain Equifuture helps you to automate and speed up the process of analysis, by which you could really focus on your trading skill and put on trade with ease. I'm happy to say that IntraGain Equifuture is a web-based software which can be accessed with any of the web browser like Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, or even Mozilla Firefox. For this demonstration, I'll be using Google Chrome. Double-click on the shortcut key on your desktop to open the web browser page. Once the web page is open, you need to enter the URL in the Address tab. Type the URL www.investorsuccess.net. After typing the URL in the Address tab, press the Enter key, which will take you to the home page of Investor Success. On the top end of the page, you are able to see the various tabs: About Us, Products, Subscription, Gallery, Login, and Contact Us. To access the IntraGain Equifuture, click on the Login page, which will take you to the login page of Investor Success. Here, you are able to see the login ID and password fields. Enter the login ID and the password assigned to you at the time of registration. After entering the login ID and password, click on the Submit button. Once you enter the main page, you are able to see various icons like Settings, Passwords, and Profile, which is user related. You are able to see I2S IntraGain Equifuture, I2S IntraGain Commodity, and I2S Pro, which is the product related. You can check your subscription status by clicking on the subscription. You can access the videos by clicking on videos. You can make your payments through the PayPal by clicking on the PayPal button. To access I2S IntraGain Equifuture, click on I2S IntraGain Equifuture icon. This will lead you to the Daily Market Outlook page. In the Daily Market Outlook page, you will find the stock list for equity and commodities. The stock list for equity and futures provided here is to help the users of the software to concentrate majorly on these stocks. Here you are able to see the icon equity and futures. If you wish to analyze stocks in the equity market segment, click on equity. If you wish to analyze the stocks in the future market segment, then click on the futures. Now we will take an example and proceed with the procedure which has to be followed. From the daily market outlook stock list, we will choose one of the stock as Tata Motors. Now I want to analyze Tata Motors in the equity market segment for the day. So I click on the equity. This is the main page of the software, which displays various fields like select company, enter open value. Here you are seeing an gray color box which displays date and closing, a blue color box which displays the buy, a red color box which displays the sell. First, you need to select the company which you wish to analyze. For instance, we need to analyze Tata Motors. So we will select Tata Motors from the drop down button. Totally 1400 stocks in the equity market segment is present in the IntraGain Equifuture software in the alphabetical order. After selecting the Tata Motors script, Now we need to find out the opening value of the stock. One can find out the opening value of the stock by use of the internet websites, or if you have a trading terminal provided by your broker, you can find out the opening value. Here I'll be taking the help of nseindia.com to find out the open value of Tata Motors. The opening value of Tata Motors for the day is at 1101.55. So now we will enter the same value in the opening value box, 1101.55. After selecting the company and entering the opening value, we will click on the calculate button. Once you click on the calculate button, the software analyzes the stock for intraday trading, and the software will provide us an output. The software now says that Tata Motors trend is bullish above 116 for the day, and the Tata Motors trend is bearish below 1086 for day. It even suggests Tata Motors can lie within a neutral zone of 1086 and 1116. So, if the trend turns out to be bullish above 1116, we need to buy Tata Motors above 1116 with a stop loss of 1086 for target of 1140. If the trend turns to be bearish below 1086, we need to sell Tata Motors below 1086 with a stop loss of 1116 for a target of 1062. All positions should be taken in equity and future market segment only after 9:20 a.m. because the first 5 minutes of the trade has got a lot of variation because of the demand and supply. At 9:20, we need to concentrate only on two levels, that is 1116 and 1086. Now we will see what has happened. After opening at 9:15 at 1101.55, at 9:20 the stock has made a low of 1097.15 at 9:20. But to initiate a short position, we need to take the short position only below 1086. So now we'll look further what has happened. We need to wait for 1116. So around the time of 9:45, the stock has made a high of 1119.5, which says, according to the I2S IntraGain Equifuture, we have bought around the price of 1117 with a stop loss of 1086. Now we will wait for the final target of 1140. To meet the individual needs of the traders, we have provided 5 targets. Target 1 being at 1120, target 2 being at 1125, target 3 being at 1131, target 4 being at 1135, target 5 being at 1140. So now we have bought the position of Tata Motors at 1116. Now let us have a look what has happened. The stock has made the higher highs and the stock has reached a high of 1135 around 1245. So 1135 is our fourth target. Next, around the time of 3 p.m., the stock has made a high of 1141.9, which means the final target of Tata Motors has been achieved. Now let us look at, after the target has been achieved at 1140, what is the profit we have made. So we bought Tata Motors at the price of 1117 and sold at the price of 1140, which gives us a profit of 24 rupees per share. So even if you have bought 100 shares, the profit would have been 2400 rupees for one single trade. Let me explain this to you again. We bought Tata Motors at 1117 and sold at the price of 1140. So we have made a profit of 24 rupees per share, and the total profit for a quantity of 100, the profit stands at 2400 rupees. Now we will see how to analyze the stocks in future market segment. Similar to the equity market segment, we will pick up a stock from the stock list in the future market segment. So in the stock list for futures, we have Nifty futures and Bank Nifty futures. Let us select Nifty futures. As we have already analyzed a stock in the equity market segment, let us analyze one of the index. If you wish to analyze the future, click on the futures. The screen is very much similar to the equity, where you can find the fields of select company, open value, and the calculate. A box displaying the date and the closing price, a blue box with buy, and a red box with sell value. To analyze Nifty futures, we will select the index from the drop down button Nifty. After we have selected the company, we need to enter the opening value. To find out the opening value, let us take the help of nseindia.com. Nifty futures on 1st of March opened at a price of 5380.8. So now let us enter the same value into the opening value as 5380.8. After we have selected the company and entered the opening value, click on the calculate button. The software analyzes the stocks for you and it displays the results. The software says the trend for Nifty futures is bullish above 5411 and trend is bearish below 5350. Nifty futures can remain in a neutral zone between 5350 and 5411. According to the result, the software suggests us to buy Nifty futures above 5411 with a stop loss of 5350 for a target of 5360 and sell Nifty futures if the trend turns bearish below 5350 with a stop loss of 5411 for a target of 5301. So now let us see, as we need to concentrate only on two values of 5411 and 5350. Now we will see what has happened to the Nifty futures. After opening at 5380, it has just made a low of 5375. So that is the low of the day. So the sell call is not activated because we need to sell Nifty only below 5350 as the trend can turn bearish only below 5350. Around the time of 9:40, Nifty reached a high of 5411. So according to the software, we need to buy around 5411. So we have entered into a long position at 5411 at 9:35. After this, we need to maintain the stop loss and wait for the target. Around 12:20, Nifty has made a high of 5462. 5462. So the final target of Nifty is achieved. Again, I would like to say that all the positions in equity and future market segment should be taken only after 9:20 a.m. Now let us calculate if we had traded in one lot of Nifty, like buying at 5412 and sold at the final target being 5460, we have made a profit of 48 points. Since the lot size of Nifty is at 50, we would have made a profit of 2400 rupees for the day. So this is in detail how to use IntraGain Equifuture. Now I would like to suggest a strategy that once you take up the position, you need to divide your positions into 80% and 20%. Around the target of target 2, you need to square off your 80% of the position and the rest of the 20% of the position should be squared off at the final target 5th. This strategy applies to people who are not much risk averse, who wants very much safety. As I had mentioned to you earlier, this is an strategy with a safety approach. So with this, I would like to come to the end of our session. Thank you and happy trading.